Mhm. Okay, welcome back to Nick Lenz Comic Corner, Classic, Non-Classic. This is episode number 1763 and Doubleshot number 1657. I have two Marvel trades. Excuse me. Excuse me. The first one, it's been a long time since I reviewed a trade from this series. The series, as far as I can tell, is still being published, except there was a one point where the series took a break for a month. But that's the reason why the book took so long to come out. This is Strange Academy, Book 2, Bright Side. Well, Bright Side. This collected issue 7 through 12 of the Strange Academy ongoing series. Written by Scotty Young, artwork by Roberto Ramos. Yep. And here's the strange thing about this book. This book was the only book Doctor Strange was regularly featured in pretty much since the cancellation of his ongoing series. Yeah, it definitely was. Most of the proof for this one, we have people mourning death of Dylan Dormammu, the son of Dormammu. And though he does come back at the very end. We have most of the kids basically doing kid stuff. At one point, we have Parent Teacher Day. We have Parents' Day, which for some reason, Loki's here for some reason. I'm like, is he the parent, one of the students? It's kind of weird. I'm not really sure of who the heck he's the parent of. Let's find out. Because I know what happens in here that he just happens to show up in Strange Academy for some reason. Heck, they even have Thor pop up in here. Yes, frickin' Thor. It's not Calvin Morse. Nope, it's not him. He's not related to Loki as far as I can tell. Nope, he is not. Let's see. Yeah, I guess his parent teacher day, like, is there any, like, children he has who just happens to be going to school? Tess Black. That's a daughter of his. Yep. But no, that's not the one going to school here. But who is? That's a good question. Nope, not that one. Yeah, I'm wondering why the heck is Loki even here? It's like I'm looking at possibly like of who could possibly be like. No, not that one. Yeah, I'm not really sure who could be related to. Is it Jim Nagler? Nope, not that one. Boar's son, possibly? No. But they do reveal in here that the character of Ivy Borson is the son of Amora, aka the Enchantress. Yeah, the Enchantress has got a couple sons. Like, okay. Interesting to say the least. I mean, who is the father, per se? Is it this guy? Nope, not that one. It is very interesting, though, the fact she actually has two kids. Apparently, the father's name is Borer. Yes. Yeah. So we have two kids who are the son of Imora the Enchantress. We have Sally Mady. She is a fairy. Okay. One of these kids have got to be basically, it's not Tooth. Nope, not him. Is it Gus? Nope. He probably is there because of the character Gus. He's the Frost Giant, obviously. There's also the character Emily Bright, who's a great character. She is. Yeah, I think she actually is sort of the love interest for Dylan. Yeah, I think she's dating Dylan. Not Dylan, Doyle. Yeah, I mean his cousin is Clea. Yes. Yeah. But this is definitely a good continuation of the series. But there's stuff basically going to happen in later issues that basically going to have, well, some change with the book. Book is still pretty good. I give this book a 9.5 out of 10. Oh, and here's some little fun fact for you. I got this on Amazon for $10.99. Guess how much the cover price of this book is? $13.99. Really? Is that cheap? Yep, is that cheap. Do not know why Marvel was charging this cheap for this book. Probably because basically a lot of the characters are just virtual unknowns. This book does feature characters like Magic, Dr. Voodoo, a bunch of big name characters being topped by, of course, like Doctor Strange mostly. I mean, at first, when you start reading the series, he's not there at first because he's got his own solo title. He doesn't be there all the time, but I guess since he does have an ongoing series now, regularly feature him. Also, I forgot to mention this. At one point, they go to Asgard. Yes, they go to freaking Asgard for like an issue. They even also have a guest appearance in here by, of all people, and this was a shocker for you, Howard the Duck. Yes, Howard the Duck. Who would have thunk he would appear in Strange Academy? By far, one of the most laughable things about this book. But it's great to see, of all people, we also return Mr. Misery. Yep, who was a Jason Aaron character. Who they actually finally destroyed him in this book. Yeah, but of all people, Howard the Duck. Yeah, I thought that was kind of hilarious. Yep. I mean, come on, Howard the Duck. Like, he himself basically has probably not been seen in quite a while. Like, I think the last time he was featured was probably his ongoing series. Yeah, because I think that was his last physical appearance in the comic was that particular book. Well, actually, no. He has featured somewhat since his book ended. Yes. Since his book ended, he popped up for an issue of Star-Lord. There's also Deadpool the Duck. An issue of Spider-Woman. I believe this was the one of the more recent issues of the book. Guardians of the Galaxy Breakout. Mission Breakout. Yep. Yeah, just a one-shot. Done by Chris Hastings. Mm-hmm. There's also issues of maybe Squirrel Girl pops up in. Issue of Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur. It's like very sporadic. Yes, he was featured in the Phoenix storyline. But prior to this book, his last appearance, he appeared in 2 books prior to this one. Marvel Volume 1, number 6. Yeah, the final issue of the mini-series that got turned into a very good ongoing series. And Wolverine, an issue of Wolverine Black, White, and Blood. And you're probably thinking, okay, what story is he featured in? Good question. What story is he featured in for Wolverine, per se? He was featured in the 3rd story, Burn. Yeah, but you probably think, okay, what was his last major appearance prior to appearing like a couple short cameos, per se? Probably an issue of Jason Aaron's Avengers. Appearing in issue 41 of the Into the Phoenix story arc. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was last seen possessed by Phoenix. And that was in January of last year. Now, his appearances in this book came out from the period of June to, I think it was July. Yes, June to August. Because for some reason he skipped a month. And then, for some reason, it seems like Marvel releases this book once every couple months for some reason. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. They could explain why it took so freaking long to release a damn trade for this thing. Alright. Going to move on to a different book now. Going to talk about History of the Marvel Universe. Yep. This is the 6-issue miniseries written by Mark Waid. Yep, Mark Waid. And artwork by at least one artist here, Javier Rodriguez. Mostly put this miniseries here, it's just basically a backstory. It's basically just recapping Marvel's, like, decades-long history. Starting with basically, it mostly focuses on Franklin Richards. We see like beginning of the universe, some more stuff here with the Celestials. Yeah, we start with the Celestials of all things, because why the heck not? We kind of move slowly into modern day. Yeah, basically seeing some stuff. I mean, there was one retcon for this miniseries that did receive some flack. And what flack was that, you might ask? Retcon of Vietnam War to the Saigon War. Yes, that got some flack. This does have with Thanos. I mean, you probably think, okay, when is it moving to like the 20th century, you might ask? Well, not issue 1. Nope, issue 1 has got nothing to do with that at all. I would say it's not to issue 2. By the way, that's a cover art by Steve McNiven. Yep. And by the way, here's something you probably would never see very much. Mystique and Destiny making out. Yep. As far as I can tell, you're probably thinking, okay, has this ever happened before? These two ever kissed? I mean, these two have been confirmed to be life partners for decades. And here's the thing. Have these two ever kissed in comic book before? Prior to this book? Nope. Never was. Also, they actually have appearance by the previous Man in the Wall, who was Nick Fury's predecessor. Yeah, he appears in here as a quick cameo. Yeah, that was something Jason Aaron basically established. We also with Iron Fist in here. Yeah, various stuff here related to Marvel history. We go into World War II. Yeah, more stuff in the 40s per se. A little bit of the 50s. Yes. And then we finally move into the 60s where we first see Doctor Strange. Yep. Not a bad idea Mark Waid features him because, after all, he was technically the last writer. We even have reference to the series The Shield. Yes. Well, actually, more like the Fury Shield. And more stuff in the 60s. And then we have stuff with Fantastic Four, which great to see this here. Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom, the Hulk. Basically, it's a big, lengthy recap of the Marvel Universe. Basically, just telling the history of it. Give me a second here. I hate this. Sorry about this. Okay. Alright. Now then. They feature the Kree Skrull War, the formation of the Defenders, which great they feature them. We also, because we go on to like the 70s, we see, well, of course we got featured Illuminati because Bendis created them. Yes. We also see when Hank McCoy turned into the Beast. We also see stuff like Iron Fist, like pretty much moving to the 70s here, where we see Michael Morbius, the Johnny Blaze Ghostwire, Luke Cage, Man-Wolf, Man-Thing, not Swamp Thing, Man-Thing, Howard the Duck, Shang-Chi, and Iron Fist. Because moving to the 70s, so why not feature 70s stuff? And Era of the Sexy Ladies. We have Black Widow, Moondragon, Shaun of the She-Devil, Zabu, Daredevil. Yeah, briefly Daredevil. And we also have one of the most controversial moments in the history of Spider-Man. Now, from what I've heard, Stan Lee was, how should I put this? He was not happy about this at all, the fact that Jared Conway did this. And prior to his death, he's, as far as I can tell, I don't know if he ever reconciled with Jared Conway. He hated him for doing this. And of course, they referenced the original Clone Saga, because of course they did. They referenced like Giants Avengers #1, where they had the dual wedding. The Defenders War, which is great to feature that. Alpha Flight. The 70s X-Men. Not much the classic X-Men, surprisingly. Nope. The Phoenix. And that was all issue 2. That was issue 3. Issue 4, more exploring Marvel's history. We're kind of going into the 70s. We have basically more into the late 70s per se. We have basically a lot of stuff here, and then we move into the 80s with She-Hulk. Like a lot of really good stuff here. Okay, I'll be out there in a few minutes. Yeah.
Ready?
Yes, I heard you. I'll be out there in a few minutes, Oliver. And close the door, please. Oliver, close the door. I guess I'll close it soon myself. Yeah, it's where it's like a lot of stuff up until very recently. Up until the Cracker Show stuff with the actions, pretty much where this miniseries ends. Yeah, sorry about that. That was my nephew. My second nephew, the one who's currently 3. Yep. Miniseries actually pretty good. Give this book a 9.5 out of 10. Yep. Okay, so that's a particular review. When I get back, my next video is going to be another Super Sentai review. And then be on to the Rising Shit Hero. And then finally, maybe one more Super Sentai video tonight. Okay, next video. Bye.